My path to becoming a designer was a little bit unusual because I was son of a travel journalist, so I have travel in my blood. And so when I was studying architecture later in life, I realized that I had all these inspirations from all my childhood travels. I'm Patrick Sutton. I'm an interior designer, and I own Patrick Sutton Home here in Harbor East. Some of the great memories that I have traveling, one of which was staying in a beautiful resort called Villa d'Est, which is in Lake Como. And of course I would be young and bored, so I would always say, can I go explore? And I would wander through these incredible detailed halls of this beautiful grand hotel, and then through the gardens, things like that. They just haunt you in a positive way. When I think about design, you're creating a whole experience. You're designing a lifestyle, not just how are you decorating a particular room. The first project I did in Harbor East, I think, was Pazzo. And I had been a long time restaurant customer of Tony Foreman and City Wolf's. And Pazzo was probably a defining moment, certainly for me, and probably in many ways for Harbor East. Tony Foreman and I have a kindred spirit. So when we first worked on that project together, we traveled together to the Mediterranean coast of Italy. We both saw the same things, and every decision that we made was positive and born out of a positive light. And I think you can feel it through the vibe when you're in there. The energy is just palpable. Other great things that were great finds. I was at a flea market in Lille, which is in the north of France, and I found these old Belgian wooden carved, let's call them drill bits. Brought them back and turned them into these lamps. I've got some beautiful deco leather chairs that I bought at the Parisian flea market, probably from the 1920s, 1930s. I'm very inspired by nature, so I have those kinds of elements scattered throughout. All those things that you like in life are embodied in the objects we surround ourselves with. If I'm buying, if I'm looking, I'm going to surround myself with those kinds of things, and that's what you'll find in my design.